Hi, I'm Eden. Today we're going to work towards binding. I highly recommend, especially if you're new to this, to grab yourself a strap. If you don't have a yoga strap at home, you can use a belt or even a towel. A towel can be a little cumbersome to wrap your hands around, so perhaps a thinner towel or a shirt even. So any of those things will work well. You just want something you can grab on either side of and give yourself some stability. Okay? Let's get started. Down dog, please. All right, lift that right leg up. So binding is something typically we do later in a class because you want a lot of warmth. So I recommend maybe trying my sun salutation video or another warm-up that works well for you. Step that right foot forward. Land that back foot flat and take your right hand over to the left, big toe side. You can always use a prop here if you need a little lift, like a block. Left arm up, turn your left palm back. Now use your right arm inside that right leg to guide it open and take your left hand back for your right hip. If you can't quite reach the hip, grab the shirt, reach what you can as you work that top left shoulder back and the bottom right shoulder back. Just gently give some space and breath here as you guide that right hip to the right. 2 breaths. One more. Unwind it, step it back, down dog. Left leg up. Left foot forward. Land that back right heel flat to the mat. Take your left hand over to the right and reach your right arm up. Turn that top palm back and reach back for that left hip. Use that left arm to guide the right, that left hip open. You with me? And lean back. So you're trying to stack your right shoulder above your left shoulder. One more breath. Downward facing dog. Right leg up. Open that top hip up. You can go ahead and take that right foot over to the left, straight leg or bent knee. You can play with a little bit of both. And reach that left heel down towards the mat. Doesn't mean it has to touch. You're just active through the back of that leg. Now, point the right toes down. Step that right foot up, land the back heel. Grab hands or your prop, your strap behind you. Humble warrior. You're just going to tuck your upper body inside that right leg. And for some of you, if you're up here, you're just guiding in that direction, upper body inside the leg. So you're not over here. You're going to be right by the thigh. Some of you might touch your head down. All are good. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Downward facing dog. Left leg up. Open that left hip up. Yeah! 1 more breath. Now point the left toes down, step the left foot up, and land your back heel flat to the mat. Okay, you're going to grab those hands or your prop. Bend the elbows up towards the ceiling so you don't lock them out here. Bend them so you can lift the shoulders and then upper body inside that left leg. Use that left hip to guide out to the left. You want some space there. 1 more breath. Land, hand, step back, down dog. Right leg up. Open that top hip. Square that top hip. Step your right foot up. Land your back heel flat. So here you might want your strap. You're going to take again the right hand over to the right, big toe side. And then if you have a strap, you're going to dangle it behind you with your left hand. Okay? Drop your right shoulder down below your right thigh and reach under the right thigh for the strap behind you. Or possibly for your hand behind you. Whichever one you have, you're going to lift up. To again, try and stack now that left shoulder over the right shoulder. You should be bound. Whether it's with a towel, your prop, or your hand, lean back. Tuck your chin in and take your ears back. Sink into that front thigh a little bit. Just 1 more breath. Inhale, unwind it. Downward facing dog. Left leg up. Open that hip up. Point the left toes down, step that left foot up. Land the back right heel flat. Okay, left hand over to the right, big toe side. Strap in your right hand if you're using it. You dangle it right behind you. Now drop your left elbow. So your left shoulder goes lower than the thigh. And then reach back under the thigh for the strap. And you can take as much slack as you need, but get as close as you can. Maybe grab a hand and then lift up. Right shoulder over the left shoulder. So just take more slack on that strap if you need to find more of this space here, this lifted space. Ears back. One more breath. Unwind. Step back, downward facing dog. Okay, one more. Ready? Right leg up. Just step that right foot straight up. Land your back foot flat. Right hand over to the left. Strap in your left hand if you're using it. Reach up, back, and then drop that right shoulder bind with your prop or with your hand. Lift your chest. Okay, look down for stability at your front right foot. Step your back left foot up to meet it. Now don't let your hands slide up into your crotch when you go, oh wow, it's so easy to bind here. Keep it around your thigh. Now lift your right heel up. So you're just on the ball of your right foot and you're bound around the right thigh. From here, bend your left knee, lean into that left foot, and see if you can lift that right leg up. I'm not mirroring you, my apologies. Send that leg out, possibly. If you stood up though, bravo. Bird of paradise. Feels like paradise, I'll tell you. Bend the knee, land it. Step back with that left foot. Unwind. Downward facing dog. All right, second side's always easier because you know what's going to happen. You have a little fair warning. Left leg up. Left foot forward. Land that back heel flat. Left hand to the right. Right arm up. Reach back and bind with your proper knot. And lift your chest. Now look down at your front left foot. Step your back right foot up. Keep your hands around that thigh and lift your left heel up. Bend your right knee, lean into that right foot, and lift. Ha ha, maybe send the leg out. Another breath. Bend the knee, land that left foot, step your right foot back, unwind. Last down dog here. Take a nice deep breath. And come down onto your knees. Thank you so much for taking this time to practice with me. If you'd like some longer classes or a little more of this, please join me at yogieden.org. Namaste.